Have you ever stumbled upon an old photograph and thought, wait, is that Jennifer Lawrence? Or maybe spotted someone from the past who looks like they just walked off a modern-day movie set? Throughout history, doppelgängers have fascinated us, making us wonder about reincarnation, time travel, or just uncanny genetics. Today, we're revealing some mind-blowing cases of celebrities who look eerily similar to people from the past. Get ready, some of these will make you do a double take. Zubaida Tharwat, the iconic Egyptian actress known for her roles in the golden era of Arabic cinema, shares an uncanny resemblance with Hollywood A-lister Jennifer Lawrence. Tharwat was famous for her enchanting eyes and soft features, traits that Lawrence also happens to share. If someone told you they were related, you'd probably believe it. It's as if Jennifer took a quick detour to 1950 Cairo for a movie cameo. Unknown Man from the Past and Eddie Murphy. This next one is bizarre. A vintage photo of an unknown man from the 18th century surfaced online, and he's basically Eddie Murphy's twin. We're talking the same jawline, smile, even the expressive eyes. The resemblance is so spot on it actually sparked a wave of internet theories. Some joke that Eddie is a time traveler, while others claim it's proof of reincarnation. Regardless of the truth, the similarity is almost spooky. An unknown Civil War man and Matthew McConaughey. All right. Meet Civil War Matthew. A faded photograph from 1860 shows a man whose chiseled face and laid-back smirk are nearly identical to actor Matthew McConaughey. The resemblance is so strong it feels like McConaughey stepped straight out of an old war diary. Was he delivering motivational speeches back then too? Possibly. We may never know. General George Patton and Donald Trump. Next up, we have a match that's more in energy than just looks. General George Patton and former President Donald Trump. Though they lived in different eras, there's a striking similarity in their facial structure, especially the squint, jawline, and even their bold expressions. Both men were known for their larger-than-life personalities and unapologetic views, which only deepens the comparison. Swap the uniforms and you'd swear they're from the same lineage. King Louis XII and Vladimir Putin. Now here's one from deep history. A portrait of King Louis XII of France shows a stern, calculated face, eerily similar to Vladimir Putin. The eyes, the nose, and even the mouth bear a close resemblance. It's a perfect storm of genetics or maybe just fate. Both ruled with a strong hand, both had an iron grip on their respective domains. Coincidence? Or the echo of leadership through time? Unknown Man from the Past and Nicolas Cage. This one's an internet classic. A Civil War-era photo of a Tennessee man made headlines because he looks exactly like actor Nicolas Cage. We're talking one-to-one match. The photo sparked wild rumors. Some said Cage is immortal, others claimed he's a vampire. Cage himself laughed it off, but the image remains one of the most viral time travel lookalikes ever found. And honestly, it's hard to unsee. Mahir Khayyam and Jimmy Fallon. Here's one that flies under the radar. Mahir Khayyam, a Turkish revolutionary from the 1970s, could pass as comedian Jimmy Fallon's long-lost cousin. The resemblance lies in their cheekbones, eyes, and overall face shape. It's a strange juxtaposition. One was a militant Marxist, the other a beloved late-night host. But place their photos side by side and you'll wonder if Fallon has a secret past life in Turkish history books. Leon Trotsky and Andrew Garfield. Another revolutionary lookalike, Leon Trotsky, one of the key figures in the Russian Revolution, looks shockingly like Spider-Man actor Andrew Garfield. It's more than just the curly hair and glasses, it's the intense gaze, the intellectual vibe. If someone made a Trotsky biopic tomorrow and cast Garfield in the lead role, nobody would complain. In fact, it might be the most perfect casting ever. Oscar Wilde and Stephen Fry. This one's more poetic than strange. Oscar Wilde, the legendary Irish writer, and Stephen Fry, British actor and author, share more than just wit and brilliance. They also share a haunting facial similarity. The round face, soft features, and thoughtful eyes could almost make them mirror images. Interestingly, Fry has played Wilde on screen, bringing the resemblance full circle. Sometimes art imitates life, and looks just like it. Mesut Ozil and Enzo Ferrari. Mesut Ozil and Enzo Ferrari. Finally, we have a sports meets speed story. Mesut Ozil, the German footballer with Turkish roots, looks just like Enzo Ferrari, the founder of the iconic car company. When side-by-side photos of them went viral, people were stunned. Their eyes, face shape, and even their hairline match up almost perfectly. Some fans even joke that Enzo didn't die. He just came back as a footballer. It's a wild coincidence, but it definitely fuels those reincarnation theories. King Joffrey and Emperor Caligula, Jack Gleason, who played the infamous King Joffrey in Game of Thrones, and the real-life Roman Emperor Caligula. Both young, both powerful, and both terrifying in their own special way. The resemblance isn't just physical, blonde hair, sharp jawline, and that cold, almost menacing stare, it's also disturbingly thematic. Caligula was known for his cruelty and erratic behavior, traits Joffrey proudly flaunted in Westeros. Is it just a coincidence, or did the casting directors have ancient Roman portraits lying around? Either way, this pairing gives us chills. Jack Black and Paul Revere. Next up, we have comedic rock star Jack Black and American patriot Paul Revere. Yes, that Paul Revere, the guy who warned, "The British are coming" during the American Revolution. Surprisingly, if you compare an old portrait of Revere to Jack Black, the resemblance is uncanny. The rounded cheeks, the expressive eyebrows, and even that mischievous spark in the eyes. One fought for liberty, the other fights for laughs, but both certainly made history in their own way. Maybe Jack Black has a hidden talent for horseback riding and midnight warnings. Peter Dinklage and Sebastian Demora. Now let's talk about Peter Dinklage, the Emmy-winning actor known for his powerful role as Tyrion Lannister. His historical lookalike, Sebastian Demora, a 17th century court dwarf immortalized in a painting by Diego Velázquez. The resemblance is stunning, not just in facial features, but in presence and poise. Demora was part of the Spanish court, dressed in lavish robes and portrayed with an intense, knowing gaze. Dinklage brings that same gravitas to the screen, turning every role into something unforgettable. It's almost like he's continuing a legacy that started centuries ago. Sylvester Stallone and Raphael's painting. Picture this: a Renaissance painting by the legendary artist Raphael, and smack dab in the middle is a man who looks exactly like Sylvester Stallone. The resemblance is so strong it's like someone went back in time with a photo of Rocky Balboa and handed it to Raphael. The painting, titled Portrait of a Man, shows a stoic figure with heavy brows, full lips, and that unmistakable Stallone glare. Could it be a coincidence? Or is Sly secretly an art lover who posed for this in a past life? Either way, the resemblance punches you right in the face. Alec Baldwin and Millard Fillmore. If you've ever wondered what former U.S. President Millard Fillmore would look like on Saturday Night Live, look no further than Alec Baldwin. The two share an almost identical face, from the squared jaw and deep-set eyes to that presidential air of confidence. Fillmore, the 13th President of the United States, had a relatively low-key political career, but Alec, he brought the house down with his Trump impersonations. Honestly, we wouldn't be surprised if Alec time traveled just to poke fun at the presidency twice in one lifetime. Politics aside, the resemblance is historical. Queen Latifah and Zora Neale Hurston. Queen Latifah, the powerhouse rapper and actress, bears a remarkable likeness to Zora Neale Hurston, the influential author and anthropologist of the Harlem Renaissance. The resemblance? Striking. From their dignified posture to their bold facial features and warm but commanding expressions, these two women could pass for twins. Hurston was known for her pioneering work on African-American folklore and culture, Queen Latifah for her pioneering role in hip-hop and film. Different eras, same energy. Honestly, it's almost poetic. Two women changing the narrative, each in their own century. Leonardo DiCaprio and Judy Zipper. Here's a fun one. There's a vintage yearbook photo of a woman named Judy Zipper from decades ago, and she looks exactly like Leonardo DiCaprio. Like jaw-droppingly similar. Same bright eyes, smirk, and even the face shape. While this one isn't a historical figure per se, it's gone viral for obvious reasons. People have joked that Leo didn't just date models, he was one in the past as a woman. The internet dubbed Judy as Leo's long-lost aunt, but who's to say she wasn't actually Leonardo in a parallel life? Whatever the case, the photo is a hilarious and slightly unsettling blast from the past. Justin Timberlake and the old-timey criminal. Pop sensation. Justin Timberlake has a lookalike who isn't exactly flattering, a mugshot of an anonymous 19th century criminal who looks just like him. It's almost too perfect. Same hairline, same intense stare, and that faint smirk. The photo surfaced from historical crime archives, and internet sleuths were quick to point out the resemblance. While JT is out there bringing sexy back, his doppelganger may have been stealing wallets in a dusty saloon. It's both funny and freaky to imagine a celebrity moonlighting as a Wild West outlaw in a past life. Maybe that's where his swagger comes from. Orlando Bloom and Nikolai Grigorescu. Orlando Bloom, the swashbuckling star of Pirates of the Caribbean, has a doppelganger in Nikolai Grigorescu, a 19th century Romanian painter and writer. The resemblance is so uncanny that people have genuinely confused the two in side-by-side comparisons. Same wavy dark hair, same romantic facial structure, and an artistic soul shining through their eyes. Grigorescu was a master of light and texture on canvas, while Bloom captures hearts with a sword and a smirk. Two artists, one in oil paints and the other in cinema. Talk about soul twins across time. Mark Zuckerberg and King Philip IV. Last but definitely not least, Mark Zuckerberg and Philip IV of Spain. Yes, that Philip IV, the 17th century monarch who ruled over one of the largest empires in history. If you look at old portraits of the king, the resemblance to Zuckerberg is uncanny. The long, symmetrical face, the calm, some say robotic demeanor, and that look of calculated control. It's almost like Zuckerberg was born to rule, or at least run the metaverse. While Philip governed an empire of gold and ships, Mark leads a digital empire of data and screens. In both cases, their reigns have been marked by innovation, controversy, and a very familiar face. So what do you think? Is it just coincidence, genetics, or something deeper at play? These lookalikes remind us that time may pass, but faces, personalities, and energy seem to echo through the ages. Maybe history doesn't repeat itself, but faces sure do. If you've ever found an old photo that looks like you, maybe you're part of this strange loop too. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment telling us which resemblance shocked you the most. Until next time, keep looking closely. History might be staring right back at you.